Welcome back. Now it's that time of the year again where we talk about the Lagos International Trade Fair. It is the premier trade fair in Nigeria, and since 1981 it has run from the first Friday in November, and it has run for about 10 days. It has attracted both local and international exhibitors, and since 1986 the organization was taken over by the Lagos Chamber of Commerce. The trade fair in most recent years had been held either at the Tafawa Balewa Square in the heart of Lagos or at the trade fair complex. So I'm sure one of your major questions is, where is it taking place this year? Well, keep all those questions. We have the organizers here with us in the studio, representatives of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce. We have the Vice President and Chairman, Trade Promotion Board, Mr. Shola Oyetayo. Good morning.
Good morning.
And sitting beside him is the Treasurer, Mr. Gabriel Idahosa.
Good morning.
And on my right is Mrs. Toki Mabogunje, who is Vice President at LCCI.
Good morning.
As well as Mr. Mayowa Olanehu, Director of Trade Promotion and International Relations.
Good morning.
Good morning, and thank you very much for coming. I just might say before we start that I love your green.
Thank you very much.
Very bright, very colorful. Now, so trade fair is less than 4 weeks away?
Yes.
Good. And of course it's taking place in Lagos. What exactly will this year's trade fair be like? And I'm asking this in light of the fact that they say we are in a recession.
Yes. First, if you look at the theme of this year, the theme is positioning the Nigerian economy for diversification and sustainable growth. We're looking at diversification of economy in terms of resources, and also
because it's been said that that's what's going to get us out of this recession.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay, so in spite of recession, you still expect to do big business at the trade fair, Mr. Treasurer?
Yes, absolutely. We say there's recession, but if you drill just below the recession, there are sectors of the economy that are growing, and growing very fast, from ICT to agriculture to the entertainment and related industries. So you are going to have those sectors showing their vibrance at the trade fair. Because there is a recession, there is individual effort to get out of that recession. So there's a lot of creativity that is happening. And you will see a lot of that during the trade fair. Individuals, corporate bodies coming out with various initiatives to get out of the recession.
We're only about 4 weeks out. What has the response been?
Well,
from the public, in terms of those who want to actually come and exhibit.
Well, at this time, as the director told us yesterday, we have already passed the bookings, exhibitor bookings, at this time for last year. We already passed the exhibitor bookings. We had about 12,000 square meters as of yesterday, and last year at this time we were 11,000 square meters.
Let me add to that. Let me add to that.
Interesting.
Last year, in terms of the foreign participation, we do not have more than maybe two major countries participating, or 4. But this year we have more. And then also, in terms of states participating, we have more states. Now we're already talking about, last year, maximum we have about 4 states. This year now, we have commitment from about not less than 10 states.
Now I'm going to ask Mr. Olanehu to please explain that to us.
Okay, what we're saying is that, like the Treasurer said, it's a recession time, fine, we all know that. But there are also efforts to get out of the recession. So that effort is also what is firing people to want to participate in the trade fair. Really, this year we have 10 already committed. We are expecting 15 states at least this year, who are very positive, and they're waiting for some of them funds from their state. They already have approval to participate. And furthermore, individual organized private sectors, even those whose companies are going down and struggling, they see the trade fair as a platform where they can come in and launch out again to 2017, believing that the economy will get better, even for them.
Okay, so some people, when you mention the trade fair, it's about, oh, let's go to the trade fair. We can get things at cheaper rates,
cheap stuff,
you know,
cheaper prices.
Is that what it is? What exactly are your exhibitors bringing onto the table?
Well, your question is interesting to me. It's interesting to me because it tells you the general mindset that Nigerians have for their own goods and services. The trade fair is the platform basically for our local producers, services and goods to exhibit and show what they have to offer. And then for foreign companies to also show what they have to offer. What we have at this trade fair, there are two avenues for you to participate. There's the general fair, like the general market, where you come with your goods and your services and you're selling to the public. Then there's the more serious, sedate atmosphere. That's business to business, where you hold your private meetings, you cut your deals for 2017 and beyond. And they have these two areas as exhibitors to deal with the public, depending on what public they're looking at, corporate or individuals. So there's so much that goes on at the trade fair. We invite you ladies as well, actually.
Oh, we always visit the trade fair because, like she said, most of those manufacturers are coming and they're giving special trade fair prices.
They are.
Trade fair discounts.
They are.
And many Lagosians don't want to miss out on that.
So is it just, who are you expecting now? She's mentioned serious-minded corners, and who should be at the trade fair?
Let me tell you about this year. What is making this year, and my colleagues also will talk about them. What is making this year different? If you look at it, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry took charge of trade fair, organizing and hosting it as far back as 1986, and this year we're marking the 30th anniversary of the trade fair. So it's going to be a special one. We're talking basically about business to consumer, and that is what you are talking about. That is general trade fair, which that one is coming up at Tafawa Balewa, beginning from 4th of November to 13th of November this year. Then we are having business to business, and that's what she told us the other time. That one is taking up from 7th of November to 11th November at Echo Hotel, and that's where you have the environment conducive for those who want. Then we're also, and that's why we take you, who and who are we expecting? We're having investment conference. That will take place on the 9th, where because of that you are having another group of people who want to participate and talk about the theme about how can we move this country forward. And we're having that on the 9th. And also there are also people we're expecting at the trade fair. So then you are having a creative fair where the creative industry has to be showcased also. So when you look, and also we are not taking students for granted. This time around, for the first time, we're having essay competition among students in Lagos State. We're starting as a pilot program for students in Lagos State first, and so we are having
this trade fair.
At this trade fair.
So competition?
Yes, essay competition.
No, you need to tell us more about that. I mean, have the school? Okay, the schools have been contacted already, of course.
Already.
We're only 3 weeks out.
Yes, the schools are already. Even the candidates already know themselves.
Okay, so they're going to come to the trade fair.
No, they're not coming to the trade fair.
Okay.
What happens is that I'll tell you the general. I will allow Toki also to to talk more about it.
Okay.
They are not coming to the trade fair.
Okay.
But they are just coming to the trade fair as part of to look at. But they are participating in the competition. They are going to write the essay.
What is it about?
Essay competition.
Yes. What are they writing about?
What are they?
The theme.